Hey everybody, good afternoon, good evening. It is Sunday, April 20th, and I don't know why it is labeled as April 21st. That is odd, but it is Easter Sunday, April 20th, 2025, just about 8 o'clock here, Central Daylight Time. And we are going to be covering some live action of severe weather coverage here in Southern Illinois. I went ahead and decided to go live due to the fact that we have quite a bit of tornado warnings off to our west. Now, I do anticipate these storms to, wind down as we get into the later part here in the next couple of hours, but I don't want to take any chances by any means, so I want to make sure that we are good to go all over. So you should be hearing me on all platforms right now. And minus TikTok. I was not able to get my TikTok stuff all up to date. And since this was a very kind of quick event, we will kind of just stay tuned in for right now just on YouTube and Facebook. But like I said, later on I will have TikTok, so you will have me on all platforms possible. So let's go ahead and let's go right to the radar. And right now you can see we have two areas of circulation embedded into this line of storms. And right now we'll kind of zoom in here. This is the area of concern, obviously, as of right now. We can look near the Farmington area. And within that line is embedded rotation, and this is going to take off into the Randolph County area here shortly. So those of you along Chester, Sparta, Redbud, Waterloo, Freeburg, even into parts of Washington County, heads up as we watch this line of severe storms. It's going to be interesting to see what it does after it crosses the river. Like I said, my gut instinct for today is as this system moves closer to us, it should weaken or dissipate. But obviously, as of right now, still staying pretty strong, and wanted to make sure to come live to keep everybody up to date. But happy Easter to all of you. Hopefully you guys are spending time and with your friends and family. I know today and this weekend has just been absolutely crazy for me, but regardless, want to keep you guys safe here in Southern Illinois and our surrounding areas, so we're going to keep it right here. We also have this tornado warning down just to the south, or I'm sorry, just the northwest of Poplar Bluff. We're going to keep an eye on this cell as it is kind of a singular supercell right the south, or I'm sorry, just the northwest of Poplar Bluff. We're going to keep an eye on this cell as it is kind of a singular supercell. But like I said, especially into parts of like the Waterloo area, Randolph County, and then in parts of Washington County later on. So Marissa, Sparta, Stillville, Redbud, Waterloo, Freeburg, Nashville. You guys, just like I said, you got some time right now. These storms are moving. I haven't even looked at the timing on these, so let's see here. Storm is moving at about 40 miles an hour to the east. So let's go ahead and we'll just do some quick math real quick. So obviously an hour away from Perry County and in Washington County. So got about 30 minutes, 15 to 30 minutes for Randolph County. Excuse me. But like I said, coming into Perry and Washington counties, even northern part of Jackson County is going to be this dangerous line of storms. Like I said, nothing confirmed yet tornado-wise. These are all radar indicated threats. And as you can see, the National Weather Service in St. Louis just dropped that northern one. It's kind of weakened a little bit. And right now we're going off Paducah radar, and we're going to continue with that. And so we're going to let me get a good view here so everybody can kind of see what they're dealing with here. But there is that tornado warning. It looks like they did drop the severe thunderstorm warning as well. So this will be interesting to see if this continues or not. So like I said, we do anticipate these storms to weaken as they get closer into our region. But right now we do have that one tornado warning just over Farmington, Missouri right now. And like I said, my overall instinct is as these storms cross over into Southern Illinois, they will weaken because we just don't have the energy over here. Hopefully, I am on a new microphone, so hopefully everything is good audio-wise. Please let me know if not. That will be something I'm kind of going to work on. So like I said, I can't really hear myself. So if anyone's having audio issues... Oh, okay, so it looks like a couple people having some audio issues. That sucks. Let me see what I can do. Let me see if I can maybe turn down. Testing, testing, testing. We'll see if I can go the halfway point there and see how well that goes. Like I said, new microphone. I kind of have it for on the go. And maybe with me touching it, that could have some problems as well. So let me just kind of put this over here for right now. And maybe that'll help. I'm not for sure. Test, test, test. We'll kind of go right there and see what it does. But in chat, let me know if you guys have any problems with any audio or anything. Like I said, okay, thank you. Like I said, it might be different with, everyone's got different, obviously technology-wise. Could be on your cell phone, could be on your tablet, could be on your TV. So, like I said, let's go ahead and just look at current observations right now. So right here in the central part of southern Illinois in Franklin County, 76 degrees, 70% humidity. We do have gusty winds coming out of the south as that warm front has lifted over our area into the northern part of the state. So we are we have a lot of moisture and everything, but just don't have that capacity really needed. It's kind of hard to explain, but I know today's like today. It was very nice outside. We just don't have everything coming together. So, I mean, like I said, just a lot of different things, but I'm going to be keeping an eye. It looks like they did just reissue the severe thunderstorm warning and a new tornado warning. So let's go ahead and go to that, unless something was wrong there with my my radar scope. I don't know if something happened there, but let's go ahead and go back to that. So, like I said, regardless, south side of St. Louis all the way, really northern part of Jackson County, you're going to be kind of looking at the strong line of storms as we put it into motion here. You can kind of see it's really, it's moving east, but it's also moving a little bit northeast. So, obviously, some of these storms, like I said, really the greatest area of concern is going to be roughly around, like Marion County, Jefferson, Washington, Perry, Randolph. Like I said, if these storms can hold together, that's going to be my main concern moving forward. So we'll kind of keep an eye on that. And hopefully, like I said, happy Easter to every single one of you guys. Thank you so much. I did not plan on going live at all. I really did not. I wanted to spend time with family, but definitely saw the tornado warnings out to our west and was very concerned, so I wanted to keep it here and make sure everybody's safe as well. I don't know about you, but I am stuffed. Great food today by family and friends, and just, like I said, spending time with my family, and hopefully you guys are doing the same. So, let's see what else we got going on. Really, that's the biggest threat right now is going to be, especially this one just to the... Looks like just passing to the east of Farmington, Missouri. That's going to be the one coming really close to Chester. That's really my biggest concern for anything tornadic at this time. I'm going to go ahead and look at a couple things. Peoria area. Let's see here. You guys got a severe thunderstorm. Looks like a pretty good line of storms really stretching all the way into the Quad Cities coming up your way. Definitely a couple tornadoes are possible around your region, but right now, like I said, I think for Peoria, your biggest thing is going to probably be that dangerous line of severe storms moving your way. So dangerous winds up to about 60, 70 miles an hour, and it looks like that is confirmed. So gusty winds and possible power outages for sure. And look at that little couplet right there just to the northwest of Macomb there. That's a pretty good tight couplet. Going to pass off over in Good Hope. That's going to be Route 67. Went to college here in the great big city of Macomb, and obviously Route 67 runs right through Good Hope and Roseville. So hopefully folks are taking it safe up in that region, because there's actually a few areas of circulation. But regardless, let's go back down to our area here in southern Illinois. And like I said, those of you that... let's see here. Let's go back to Paducah radar. Like I said, that my biggest area of concern right now is going to be for Randall. Those of you that, let's see here, let's go back to Paducah radar. Like I said, that my biggest area of concern right now is going to be for Randolph